So you're thinking about selling your lake home. Today I want to talk to you about how easy it is to overprice your lake home. It's easy. So why would you want to overprice your home? You actually don't. But because it's so easy, I see people selling their lake homes all the time who overprice, and it languishes on the market and it frustrates everybody. So let's talk about how easy it is so you can avoid these things if you're thinking about selling your lake home. First off, the concept of, well, this is what I have in it, meaning your financial investment. Buyers do not care. The market is the market. When you bought the property, you didn't ask the seller, well, how much you got in it? I need to make you whole again. It is a market just like a stock market. The market sets the price, not your investment in it. If you bought a stock at 500, it's trading at 200, 200 is the market price. The next thing that makes it easy to overprice is, here's what I need. Well, need's got nothing to do with it. People say, well, I need to get this much because I want to buy this other place. Or I need this much because we're retiring. We need this much to pay off some debt. What you need, again, has nothing to do. When you bought the property, you didn't say, how much do you need out of this property? Need, again, is market independent and not relevant. Another way that people overprice their property is confirmation bias of looking at selected things in several ways. One of them is, well, I just feel like it's worth this. Study after study shows that we value our own possessions much more than someone else's possessions. You need to be mindful of that because it's easy to feel and justify why that number is good. But here's the deal. If you put it on the market overpriced and it sits and it sits and it sits and it sits, every day you won your house back at the overprice. The feel has nothing to do with it. Another thing that confuses this is, well, the neighbor's house sold for, and you put in some big number. Yeah, that may be true. Or did you even confirm it? Is it a rumor? Or if you did confirm it and you go online and you find that to be factual from the courthouse or other sources, there's still other factors. Did they sell it when the market was hot? Did they have some aspect of that house that was more appealing to consumers at that time? You know, that's not really relevant unless you look at a bunch of them. And that's where an agent can pull a comparable market analysis. That makes similar homes, similar situations, similar place on the lake. That's where you need a lake expert because the house that may have sold may have been on a much more valuable piece of property where the property and location of the lake home really influences value. Here's one that really gets me. Well, the house nearby is listed for, and they put some big number. Listed for means nobody's paid that price. It means somebody else is possibly overpriced. And again, the house could be very different. So listed is someone else's dream, and you know what? They'd love for you to overprice as well. In fact, if you way overprice, it'll make their overpriced listing look better. And then the last one is this one that says, well, if I can get this much, then I'll sell. Meaning you're not really trying to sell the house. You kind of like got a lottery ticket. And that kind of wastes your time, wastes real estate agents' time. It wastes buyers' time. It junks up the listings of a fantasy price. So this is how easy it is to overprice a lake home when you're trying to sell it. And I promise you, it ends up being a source of frustration and aggravation, and people come back and go, well, you need to market the home better. If it's online, if it's on lakehomes.com, if it's featured on other websites, it's marketed. It's all about price. So don't overprice. Avoid these little traps. It'll make your life so much better. Hope this information has been helpful. Visit us at lakehomes.com where you can find expert agents to guide you through correct pricing so you can get a great transaction and maximize your return on that investment and really get that deal done. Hope this information has been helpful. Thank you and have a great day. For more information, be sure to check out lakehomes.com.